Ana tema konuşmacımız, yerel iş ortaklarına premium bir turizm ağına dönüştürmek başlığıyla şimdi bizlerle beraber olacak. Ve alkışlarınızla Andrea Grisdale geliyor. IC Bellagio WTTC KOBİ'lerden sorumlu başkan yardımcısı, yönetim kurulu üyesi, kurucu ve CEO'su. Please join me on the stage. Thank you. Once again.
Thank you.
Are you comfortable with that?
I'm very comfortable. Thank you so
then
much.
the stage is yours. Thank you.
Thank you so much for the invitation. Lovely to see you all here today. I want to basically share my story with you, a story of creating and actually managing for over 26 years a luxury DMC in Italy. First and foremost, I wanted to start by sharing that I think I have the best job in the world. I get to eat, sleep, live, and sell Italy each and every day. However, how did we get there? And what exactly do we do? And how did we create the network, which at the end of the day is part of our value proposition? Because what do we have to sell? We have our knowledge, we have our know-how, and we have our network. So my career started in travel and tourism way back when, working for a British tour operator, which took me to many corners of the globe, before I settled in northern Italy on Lake Como, became a guide and tour manager, and gradually expanded my personal network from those guests that I was lucky enough to take care of. And one day I knocked on the bank of Dad, and he gave me an investment of £15,000. That was back in 1999. I can honestly promise each and every one of you today that I had no idea what I was doing. I had no business plan. I was just literally jumping off the cliff and hoping that I would find a parachute on the way down. What did I learn during that journey? First and foremost, I learned resilience. Second, I learned that there's always somebody who will help you. There is always somebody out there who knows someone who can get to yes for you and your guests. I also learned that we have to say yes sometimes when we want to say no. It just goes with the job, and that is something which I think is incredibly important. But most important of all, what I learned is the importance of the people. Our job is truly all about the people. They are the ones who will make or break the client experience. They are the ones who are out there making us look good. So how did we take a tiny company in one corner of Italy and expand throughout the country and build the business over the last 26 years? Just to give you an idea, today, about yearly, we create about 1,000 personalized trips for our guests. Our average stay in country is 10 days, and our average spend per trip is €28,000. So just to give you some numbers. So first and foremost, we had to create a network. We had to keep our people close to us. We had to put an incredible amount of trust in them. We had to have people next to us who were incredibly aligned with our values. We had to make sure that each and every one of us was rowing at the same speed, in the same direction, on the same boat, at the same time. One of my biggest sorrows over the last 26 years has been when some of our partners were not willing, able, or open to the opportunity of growing with us as the business grew and the opportunities grew as well. And one of my big goals in life is always to make sure that we say goodbye with the same grace and care that we say hello to people that we welcome into our network and our community. And for me, something that has always been very important is the local people. When we asked our guests, why do you come to Italy? Why did you choose Italy this year for your vacation? Number one is always the food. Number two is usually the wine. And number three is always the people. Nobody travels across the world to find what they have back home. many of our guests are seeking to enter and take part and participate and learn all about the Italian lifestyle and feel that they are Italian at least for 24 hours of their vacation. If we don't work to have happy locals, we will never have happy travelers. And while a destination management company, a DMC, has a very different role to a DMO, I believe we also have a part to play in ensuring that we do not add to the overcrowding problem. In fact, we work damn hard to make sure that we are doing everything possible to make sure that we stay away from it and that we also send our guests in different directions. I'm a huge advocate for what we call slow season travel. Please note slow season, not low season, because I think it sounds so much better. And it's also very much representative about the pace that our guests, they get to live in those slower season months. It's also an opportunity for who does have a choice when they can travel to truly enjoy the destination and once again enter into the Italian lifestyle. So back to our team, back to our community and our network of people. How do we keep them close and how do we keep our relationship together? First and foremost, we make sure that we spend time together. How many of us will travel halfway across the world to attend a meeting like this, or perhaps go and meet one of their hotelier companies, or maybe one of their big clients? But how many of us stops and take the time to sit down with our team members one-to-one, to truly get to know them, and to do exactly the same with our supplier partners across our destinations too? We make a true effort to do that. Our people are our biggest asset. We know that. And when I'm talking to my fellow entrepreneurs and we're talking about the various lines on our balance sheets, I insist 100% that we must be investing in our people because they are our future. With our network of partners across our country, we actually bring everybody together for 2 days every single year. Not only does this give us the opportunity to share experiences, to review the year, to review forecasts for the following years, to talk about the challenges that we've faced. And notice I use the word challenges, not problems, because in my company, we don't have problems. We have challenges which are translated into opportunities. When we are all together, this is not just a case of sharing. This is a case of cementing our relationships, cementing that trust, because when we need to pick up the phone to get a yes for our guests, we need our people on the ground to jump for us. I wanted to share with you a couple of very, very simple stories about the importance of our people on the ground. 2-3 months ago, we had a couple traveling. They were down in Rome, and the gentleman was very, very tall. He preferred to sit in the front of the vehicle because it was much more comfortable for him. When he left Rome, he took the Frecciarossa, our high-speed train up to Florence, and he met the driver, Raffaele, and as they approached the vehicle, Raffaele said to him, "Mr. Smith, Michele told me you prefer to sit in the front of the vehicle, so I've prepared the seat for you. Is that okay?" And the gentleman turned to him and said, "That's luxury." That was one phone call. That was a trip which actually cost that traveler 48,000 euro. And with that one thing, which cost no money, we made all the difference and we made that client feel so special. Why? Because we had connection between the driver in Rome and the driver in Florence. They speak to each other each and every single day. Another very simple example. A family last summer, they were out in Rome. They were about to head south towards Naples and the Amalfi Coast. Just before leaving Rome, the kids, they wanted to have a chocolate ice cream. Easy, right? We're in Italy, you would think. However, 2 gelaterias later, no chocolate ice cream. Absolute and utter tragedy, you can imagine. Guess what? They arrive in Naples, they meet their new driver. What does the driver say to them? Somebody told me that you guys love chocolate ice cream, and my favorite gelateria is around the corner. Shall we go? Those parents have sent us more clients as referrals than anybody else we know. These two things may seem very, very simple to you, but these are the things that make the true difference to our guests. We can do this because we take care of our people. We created trust in them, and we worked hard to cement the relationships between themselves. So what I would invite you to do today when thinking about creating your network in your destination is think about the people. How can you keep them close? How can you grow together? How can you share experiences? And how can you make them feel part of your journey? Because after all, life is a journey, our work is a journey, and at the end of the day, it's all about the people. Thank you.